Now this here. Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah. What do you have?
No, go ahead.
All right, what do you guys say? Say it. Man.
I was gonna make a joke, but you start first.
No. Say the joke, huh?
Alright, people, we're gonna tell you a bunch of lies, but these ain't lies that you can get your trouble slip with. But go ahead, Fresh.
Where have the times have gone? I mean, seriously, it feels like only yesterday when it focused around this. Yeah, so after like a whole bunch of lying in the past, 14-year-old Jason Shepard finally has something truthful, but nobody still believes him. So he has to just go on this quote-unquote journey in order to get this movie executive to just try to, well, just say that he did do what he was supposed to do.
Yes. And of course, yeah, this movie in particular was awesome. I saw it last night and I continued today. It was amazing.
Oh, well, I'm glad to see you got the time. For me, it was way long ago when I joined the Adventure Club, like this place I did tell you about when I used to be done with school. That's where I go from Wednesdays to Fridays. We do all sort of stuff. So it was... No, wait. I'll save it for the cast.
For me, before seeing the official movie, of course I saw the clips a few years ago. The first ever one I saw was when they turned Marty blue.
Yeah. And of course, I saw it as a kid. I don't know if I think I might have the DVD of it as a kid, and now I have a brand new DVD of it somewhere. I don't know if it's in my room or in the hallway DVD collection. I don't know, but yeah, this movie about this one guy telling so many lies, getting in trouble, and nobody believe him. Well, that's kind of karma for you, because if you tell these lies like each day for years, nobody will be able to believe you no matter what.
It's basically The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to bring up. It took me forever to realize that it was based on that classic story where you just tell multiple different lies, but and then something actually comes true, no one will believe you. And and the names, of course, yes, Jason Shepard and Marty Wolf. That's clever.
Oh man,
what kind of laugh was that, Christian?
That's his Joker laugh. Yeah. Or hyena.
You want to play Ed? No, I'm just fine.
He already is.
But yeah. So basically, Jason was supposed to do his paper, which he didn't do because of his lies. And the next day, he was late to class, and he was supposed to give it in, but thank God that, the teacher gave him extra time. But when he actually did his homework, this guy, yes, Marty, he knocked him over with a limo by accident. And he knocked some of his papers down. He didn't realize that he knocked out his actual paper. And of course, he got summer school.
Yep, and he took away his papers and looked over it, and I decided to make a movie out of it.
Mm-hmm. And once he saw that trade, he was like, "That's my paper!" And then tried to, convince his parents. And it's kind of hard on him because these many lies, they begin not to trust him anymore. And that affected Jason a lot.
Yeah, if you keep telling these lies, if there's an emergency, there's a fire in a building, or
we already kind of discussed this. We discussed this similar to 100 different times already.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to make a point. It's just can't just be.
I think the people will get it.
So basically, he has this plan to go to Los Angeles with his best friend Kaylee. And yeah, it was a cool adventure they went through.
Yeah, and very intense for them too, trying not to get caught, trying not to get in trouble and stuff, but they still had a pretty good time.
Mm-hmm. Especially having her doubts about it, because she was like, what if my grandma just notice and all that? But of course, to cover her plan, they got the bully to pretend to be Kaylee.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of a little bit of a... It was something in order to just pass the time by, to make sure that everyone has their own kind of moments to just show what they're doing or something like that. But still, people are just unaware that, well, the people that Marty been working with, just kind of like seems to believe that he actually did come up with this, but what they don't know is that Jason is actually the one who actually wrote the whole story until later on.
Yes. And, just looking through, like, Marty's, like, past movies, people saying it's not great until they brought this idea, like, he thought it would be his big bang. But knowing that two kids, traveled to Los Angeles to destroy his plans because of one paper, it was, like, genius.
And of course, after having so many different attempts to try to get Marty to call Jason's dad in order to tell him that he actually did do his homework, he still refuses to do so because, hey, he's just a big D. So they decide to get revenge on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate those types of guys that he thinks he's a big shot and he becomes a big douche.
Well, when like from Hollywood, it's like what you expect.
And what do you call it? When he confronted Marty about this, he actually got the papers from the safe, but being a D and all that, he got a cigar and just let them match up with the paper.
And let's see, other different notes, and then afterwards, yeah.
Remember the movie he was producing, the one like with the cop and the chicken?
Oh yeah, like we won't say any names for once, but I was like, okay, this is kind of a little bit weird, but it's funny at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And then what do you call it afterwards? Yeah, and they were just trying to find a way. Oh wait, we call it. Jason got a hold of like Marty's kind of a, what would you call it, like before phones were like invented at the time. Like of course he had cell phones, but what would you call that thing he had?
What
paper?
Oh.
Oh, pager. Yes, thank you. So basically, keeping schedule of like what Marty does and everything, just basically track his steps to sabotage him. And that's where we bring in like when he put the blue pellets to make the pool like all blue and stuff, and he became blue himself.
Yeah, that's the one thing that people remember most about this movie.
Of course, but it's iconic scene. Of course, they would know which scene it is just by that scene alone.
But before that happened, just waking up at 6:45. You're just waking up next to a stuffed monkey. Hi, Mr. Funny Bones.
And remember that scene where they attempted with his car?
Yes.
Yeah, they were messing around with all the controls, and they just messed up his whole schedule to have him like show up at a birthday party, and the kids mistake him for a clown, and they try to kill him.
And then came along, but yeah, like when his car was still sabotaged and everything. I just love how at that moment they're playing "I'm Blue and I Did It." It was so fun.
I forgot about that. Of course, around that time it'll be that popular, and so it's very fitting.
And I remember that guy that actually, stepped in that other, guy's like monster truck.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you!"
And it's that recurring thing, like always like pass it to the grandma. Up yours, Blue. Oh, Grandma Savage. But of course, and then we also get introduced to Frank, who used to drive a limo for Marty, but got fired last year because he wanted to prove he was a good actor. But when he showed him his picture, he put "loser" on it.
And hey, it's not cool. It's not cool, dude. I mean, like he sent it to every casting like studio in like the world or something like that, and that's why that's so freaked out. No. I'm telling Christian that.
Oh, okay. No, but yeah. But at first, he thought like with Jason's lies, he actually thought he was a fashion designer, but finding out the next day that he cost him $100, but agreed to like help them out because he hates Marty as well. So they basically got a lot of people to pull this like whole sabotage from Marty, and it was really clever having their own teams and all that. It was nice.
Ooh, yeah. Yes, just because. No, go ahead.
And Wolf got busted, and his boss saw the whole thing.
Not really his boss, just like the president of the like film industry or whoever he was.
Yeah. But really shocking because especially his assistant Monty, just having all that crap over here like over the years, she finally had it and it helped out as well. And boy, payback is really nice.
Yep.
And,
Oh no, go ahead.
and what really made it worth it is just, yes, the ending part where, of course, when Wolf got exposed and it's like, so you traveled all this way just to prove that you actually were telling the truth, and it really is wholesome, and I kind of like the ending where they were watching the whole movie and Jason was finally getting the credit.
Exactly, you know.
Yeah. And the guy that played the guy that's supposed to be the big fat liar was the limo driver.
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah, that's just very nice of them to do that.
You know, at the ending, of course, that's not the last we saw of Marty. Of course, now this new job is making an actual clown.
Yeah, with the blue face and everything. And of course, the birthday party just had to be the wrestler's son.
And then he got nutted. You got nutted.
Mr. Funny, bro. Tell us about Funny. And yeah, that was about it. But it was a really great movie, like knowing that a bunch of lies could get you to a great adventure and making your whole movie about this. It's really nice.
I just gotta say, like what I liked most about this movie, like my favorite part is, of course, when Jason and Kaylee were like spending the night in this abandoned freaking yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, because when I was looking at the warehouse, I was like, oh my god, I see a lot of cops like underneath like the Grinch's suits.
You see the Grinch, you see the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park, you see like a whole lot of things. That giant cheeseburger, and this whole clothing store montage. That was my favorite part. And that song, it makes you feel so alive, like 2000s kid-wise. Let's see, other different parts that I enjoyed. Let's see. Well, of course, the ending song with "Can you move it like this? I can shake it like that." I remember hearing that way back in like elementary school. It became one of my favorite songs because you ever took PE class where you just do this kind of dance exercise sort of thing?
Well, I don't know, but yeah, as a kid for elementary school, but when you get to high school, they do something different. So when we wait to do like the exercise, the teacher actually puts some music to amp it up a little bit.
Yes, right there. That is exactly my point right there.
But yeah, some of the songs are nostalgic, and some are like, from 2023, but I don't know.
And apparently there's the Big Fat Liar 2 back in 2017.
Yeah, I didn't really saw it. I was like, nah, this looks dumb.
Yeah, like nothing can beat their original.
But the one thing that I liked most about it is when I eventually learned that it was in 2002 because, well, it's my most favorite year of all time. It reminded me of when I was 100% happy. So, any more favorite things that you liked about the movie? Like before we move on.
I guess you got everything out of my mind.
Well, while Marty was chasing Jason around, it's funny how the prop guys put all these special effects, especially when he got a special with the water.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, what did you thought of the helicopter scene?
Insane. Yeah, like I was like insane because it turns out that the guy who was ridiculed by Marty was actually some kind of like stunt man.
But he was a cool guy because at first he got ridiculed by him, but this with him, this good ass plan, it was nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, that's about it.
Okay then. Casting characters.
Alright, first talk about the main guy himself.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
This was sure of a surprise. Yeah, Frankie Muniz as the main character, Jason, who is compulsive or pathological? Because there's a different number of liars. But anyways, he just once again blah blah blah, just wants to prove himself that he actually did do his homework, and. Yes, he's a good kid at heart, but it's just never okay to lie again. And, of course, I got introduced to him in Fairly Odd Parents when he was the first voice of Chester.
Oh, yeah, same here. Yeah. That's not Jason Marks so good, but I gotta say, his version was pretty good.
This was my introduction to him, and other works besides that and grandparents was Racing Stripes, My Dog Skip, of course the show he starred in, Malcolm in the Middle.
Of course.
It's a great show.
I never watched it, but I saw commercials.
And Agent Cody Banks, don't forget that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was all right.
Like, do you prefer the first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay. But yeah, now I'm just like really surprised about his new career. Like, it was very shocking.
What's his new career?
Race car driver.
Whoa.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, at the time, you know, you get these talent stars to, you know, premiering like these, you know, these big movies. It was a great idea. Frankie and his character Jason Infinity.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, we got, let's see, Kaylee, who was played by legendary Amanda Bynes.
Yes. My introduction to her was, of course, well, it's hard to tell, like, which one I saw first. This, Hairspray 2007, or Robots was my introduction, but I'll say all the three as my main introductions.
For me, it was definitely Robots.
Good to know.
For me, it was Here.
Oh, okay, cool. And yeah, this being you know, best friend, but, you know, she was trying, you know, talk Jason out of it first. But, you know, just knowing that she wanted to travel the most, you know, she had a great time.
Yeah, and eventually they fell in love.
Not really. They're not lovers. They're just friends. Like, this is one of the many rare times where, of course, like, it's okay to have a girl to be your best friend, but then
Exactly.
Yeah. In other words, she has done, like, All That, Meta Show, Easy A. I didn't know she was an all grown up.
yeah.
Yeah, she played Taffy, the babysitter.
Wait, I thought you meant.
I see.
Wait. I thought you meant Rugrats, not All Grown Up.
All grown up.
Wait.
Wait, Christian,
Yeah, that's
when did you get all grown up then?
And it's in the cast thing that is in. It's all grown like one of them. I guess she made an appearance in afterwards.
No, that's a mistake, because Taffy didn't make an appearance afterwards.
Oh.
So yeah, it was
Unless she played a different character then.
Not really. If her name is not. Well, anyway, before I blow up, like other different stuff.
Oh yeah. There's also Charlotte's Web 2, of course. A few of the Fast and Furious movies. Just a bunch of other projects. But
Fast and Furious? Where?
yeah.
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah, Christian.
Fast 5, Fast Furious 7, Fast 9.
Yeah, she wasn't in those movies though. Christian, what are you looking at?
She was never in the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, like I think the movies you're looking in the cast are like confusing you.
No surprise there.
Other than that, she also did great on the new version.
Yes, can't agree more.
Alright, so next we get into Marty Wolf, played by Paul Giamatti.
Yes. Besides this, my introduction to him was in the first Big Mom's House movie.
Same here.
This was a complicated one because before I saw Big Fat Liar at the Adventure Club, I did see the 1998 version of Dr. Dolittle starring Eddie Murphy, and even though I kind of saw him there, like, I would have to say Big Fat Liar would have to be my introduction. It's a little offish.
Okay, I got you. And the first time I got... Oh, no, go ahead.
He's also in Fred Claus, where he played Santa Claus.
Yes, and like, you know, the first time I got introduced to him through animation was, of course, Turbo Wade plays Chet, his brother.
Nice.
Which I didn't catch on until later on, but yeah, that's a jogger. He did play Chet really well. Well, there's one that's kind of disappointing. Even though he appeared at the beginning of the movie and at the end, it was a kind of a mishap because he played a tiny role of Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
But I'm gonna say the Russian accent he put on, it was really good.
Yes.
And of course, other works he has done is also Robots.
Yes, he shocked the freak out of me the most out of like all
I
of his
know,
movies.
like making that Mickey Mouse esque voice. That's just bizarre.
It was still a D, but still funny.
He's also in the Ant Boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what character he plays, but
He plays yes, the like what was it? The Ant Exterminator? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He was also in the Ratchet and Clank movie.
Really?
Yeah, replacing Kevin Michael Richardson's character that he played one time, like
Mm-hmm. And other words, like, yeah.
Sideways.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, with Thomas Hayden Church. That was a great one. Yeah. We got both Rhino and Sandman. But I gotta say, with Paul Giamatti's roles, this one has to be his craziest one.
Can't agree more.
Yeah. Just the yelling and his attitude towards everybody, especially his staff. I was like, God damn, that's some good acting.
Yeah. He's known for his yelling, especially for Jack, because he yells when he's angry. The world lost his mind.
Mm-hmm. For him, this is Infinity. He just made a good villain.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, first, would you like to talk about the actor that played Frank?
Oh yeah, Donald Faison. This is my introduction to him. Other works that I got to know was also, let's see. Yeah, Remember the Titans, Kick A2, let's see.
Scrubs?
I mean, yeah, eventually got to know, oh, that's cool. Can't Hardly Wait, that was a shocker.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my sister watched those movies.
The 2022 Alice Wonderland at Disney Channel.
Oh, he was also in Adventure Time.
What?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He played a cookie that was trying to rob the place, and he wouldn't get out until he gets approval from Prince Bubblegum, basically. And Jake was trying to make friends with him.
Interesting. Okay. He's also Uptown Girls, Let's Kill Ward's Wife, Next Day Air, and a lot of other projects.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the shocking role I just looked at.
What?
So I'm on his official page, and apparently, do you know about the live action Powerpuff Girls short movie that's coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eventually. Okay, he's playing Professor Utonium.
What?
Whoa.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Okay, I don't know how he's gonna pull that off.
Because the only returning actor that's returning to the Powerpuff Girls franchise is only Tom Kenny, but only as the narrator.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, but in the role of Professor Utonium, that is really shocking, though.
Well, I hope he pulls it off. Good.
Good luck. But yeah, as Frank, just plotting revenge against Marty as well. It's been cool to catch up. Not at first, but eventually agree. Yeah, there were funny moments here and there, especially when he got really mad. He was like, no. Well, how did he make that sound again?
He was imitating a car. It was a car revving. Yes.
That's how we talk, damn it.
And he didn't even turn his hand like I started an engine. That's probably what he was going for.
Yes, that's what I was trying to explain.
It's just funny though.
But I also give Infinity. This is a funny performance.
I don't know him that much, so I'll give him an 8.
Okay, we have a legendary actor over here, Sandra Oh, who played the teacher, Mrs. Phyllis.
Yes.
Yeah, it was my introduction to her. Also got shocked to know that she was also in Sideways. And let's see. Lately, I mostly did know her from, what was it? Turning Red, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's one of my introductions to her. There's also Ryan Last Dragon, Mulan 2. I saw Tammy once with Melissa McCarthy. I didn't enjoy it. It was back in 2014, but there's also one of the before time movies. Oh, American Dragon. She was in.
She was also in Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. She played Dr. Doomer's girlfriend.
Oh, I forgot about that character.
Yeah, in the Bigfoot episode.
Yeah. And I gotta say, her performance is actually really good as well. Like, although it was kind of like a small role for her, at least she, made it to the ending of the movie.
Yeah, she did.
I give her a 10 out of 10 for her performance.
Same here.
I'll agree with Corey.
Okay, so now we get to the assistant for Marty. Yeah, Monty. Yeah, she was a good assistant. It's just surprising that she took the bullshit from Marty, but still maintain her angle a little bit into like the full like finish. Like your opinions?
Yes, I agree that she did get the respect on like her her part in where the movie was being made, and it was great.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know her that much, but the movies she played in are Extreme Dating, Saving Silverman, Wrecking Crew, You, Me, Dupree, and others.
For her performance, I give her Affinity.
10 out of 10.
7.
Alright, now we get to Russell Hornsby, who played Marcus, the vice president of Universal Pictures at the time. Yeah, what did you think of his character overall?
Yeah, I was like, this guy does not play around. He just wants to take on like serious biz, just make sure that everything goes good just the way it is, and just that's all I gotta say.
It's been a while since I've seen a movie. I forgot how his character was.
He was just a very strict boss to Marty because he doesn't want any of the movies to fail basically. And he gave him a lot of chances, but of course whenever he's late, no, he doesn't play by the rules like that.
I'm late for a very important date.
Oh man. But of course he was also Meet the Parents.
Yeah, who did he play in Meet the Parents? Because I just saw that in his cast movie listings.
But it was like a late night girl, I believe, right back. That's what it said.
Something.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I'm not entirely sure.
He was also in Creed 2. He was in Bill Nye the Science Guy, the show.
Is that so?
Yeah. Law and Order, Grey's Anatomy.
Law and Order. Dun.
Let's see here. Lost in Space, and that's pretty much it. For his performance, I give him a 7.
Same here.
7 too.
Let's see here. You remember Vince, the guy with the helicopter, right? The old guy, that he
ridiculed. Yes, I.
Yeah, it was shocking to find out that he played Grandpa Max in Benson and Race Against Time.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't recognize him at first.
Because when I saw Lee Majors, I was like, wait, this is one of the actors that played Grandpa Max in live action.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a honor to find that out. And he played a lot of movies back in the day, like just back in the 60s and 80s. He's just one of those back in the day actors.
I mean, he's still doing acting today.
Yeah, he is 84.
As far as performance, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Same.
Yeah, I'll give it a score.
Alright, let's see here. First, you remember Amy Hill's character?
Yes. It says here that she is the senior vice president of publicity at Marty Wolf Pictures, and I gotta say, out of all the effed up things that Marty has done, aside from, Frank, which was entirely effed up, like his comment to her, it was kind of a little bit, just like a little bit too much.
Wow. Just, insulting her with, calling her a Twinkie and all.
No, lay off the Twinkies or something. That's what she. That's what
lay
she
off the Twinkies. Oh, okay. But of course, at the ending of the movie, you see her eating a Twinkie.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least she got justice for that.
Oh yes.
For her character, I give her a 9 out of 10.
Fanny, because she's a legend. Of course, my justice here were kind of had 51st Day and all the other projects. She's a great actress.
Agreed, yes.
He is.
Wasn't she also in Max Steel?
Yes, she was, and she was also in Next Friday. She was freaking hysterical, cursing up a storm.
And she was also, of course, one of her like proudest roles, Juniper Lee.
Yes.
And she appeared in this one episode of 2.5 Men.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Let's check. Oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch, the movie.
And the series too.
Yeah. This is Hagawasha. Yeah.
Hasegawa.
What do you thought of her role in Lilo and Stitch though?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's supportive, I guess. Like, much more supportive than, like, the show when I remember watching this episode, like, days ago when Lilo was upset about the anniversary of her parents' death.
And what's so cool about her being a Lilo Stitch, series is that she's actually returning in a live-action movie.
Oh.
Like Amy Hill, but as a different character, of course.
Oh.
Yeah. But she was also in Legally Blonde.
But I didn't know she was in Legally Blonde.
She was also in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she is a great actor. I gave her, like, as a performance, Infinity.
Infinity.
Of course.
Let's see here. Of course, now we can mention him. Steve Urkel himself.
Yeah, I didn't remember him being in the movie.
He played the cop that was supposed to, be in his new film with the chicken.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I didn't like how Marty was referring him as Urkel the whole time, even though his real name is Julian White. It's like, just refer him as him. And, always mention... Oh, no, go ahead.
But I was going to say, of course, many fans would know him best as him in Philly Matters as Steve Urkel.
Yeah, he just freaking said that.
Yeah.
Well, what did you not know that in the rest of the episodes, he started staying with the family that he lives next to, Carl Winslow and stuff. I don't know why though. I didn't watch certain episodes to find out why, but it's just.
Listen,
yeah.
He was supposed to be a side character, but eventually fans kept liking him, so they brought him back, and that's why he gets to stay in the house.
Get it?
But of course, yeah. But of course, other honorables were him playing Sonic.
Yes, that's right.
And what a real shocker that he played all three characters.
If you be specific, in Sonic Underground, yes, Sonic and his siblings Sonya and Manic. Yes, thank you, audience.
Yeah. But even though he was not the first voice for Sonic, because I know there was a Japanese actor, but come on, he has to be the first, American actor to play Sonic.
Well, yeah, of course. And my real introduction to him was when he made a guest appearance in the episode of Full House.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. Especially that comment Michelle made to him. Why do you sound like Mickey Mouse?
Really, she said that?
Because he was Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Not just himself, but.
I'll be back. Or should I tell you?
Go ahead, because it's been a while since I've seen that episode.
So basically, that episode was focusing on Stephanie getting glasses for the first time.
Right, that.
And because Steve has glasses, so he was basically helping her. With the glasses, how to endure a little bit. So you're saying you can laugh at you, but you can laugh with them, basically. And so what she did the next day, she brought in funny glasses, but eventually she got in trouble for that. But just maintaining just wearing glasses for the whole time, I think Urkel helped a little.
Yeah.
But other live actions I've got introduced in was the Judy Moody movie.
Yes.
Yep.
And what movie is that?
Well,
Okay.
basically, Judy Moody, first originated from the books, basically about this girl who wants to have a cool adventure. But when I first saw the movie, back in 2014, it was a goddamn great movie. Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Of course, he was also in a regular show.
yeah.
He's in a regular show?
Yeah. And of course, he also played himself in Scooby-Doo and Guess Who?
Well, I know that. And if you notice, his voice is not as high as he used to because since he's adult now.
No shit.
Well, no. Well, yeah, but it's, It still sounds young to me a little bit. Not gonna.
Yeah. Also, check this out.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, yeah, I did see the trailer days ago, and it was really cool, especially noticing Kraven the Hunter and Lizard.
Oh, I didn't know that they were into. Oh, I didn't see the trailer. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Did we do? No, we didn't do Lizard yet. Shoot.
They already confirmed the actor that's playing Kraven, though.
Who?
So it's basically the guy who played Mr. Freeze in Injustice 2.
All right.
Yeah,
That's actually a good role.
I believe.
Lizard.
No, wait, hold on. Let me go back to it before I say anything. All right, so the actor that played Kraven, other than playing Mr. Freeze, of course, he was also in Luca.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. You don't mean...
He was also in Suicide Squad, Hell to Play, where he plays Vandal Savage. But yeah, fresh squad on the yours.
With what?
Like, you're trying to figure out which character he played?
Like, because you said from Luca, and I was like...
Like, he played, what was it? Of course, it was a green sea creature, like their species, basically.
Okay, well, when you say that, I mean, well...
Mr. Like Branzino, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a little bit still stumped, but I'll figure it out eventually. Maybe, I don't know.
He was also in the Penguins of Madagascar movie, but he played like we call a small role. Of course, when they were in Paris.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, when I saw that trailer, it was epic, especially starting with the symbiote suits.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Venom soon.
Venom. But yeah, I'm really shocked about Lizard's design in the game, though. They really outdid him.
All right, I'm actually gonna Google it because I'm actually.
Alright. But other than that, with Julia White, making appearances himself, it was really cool. I give it a 3.
Same here.
Of course, because he's a legend.
Did I do that?
Yes. We don't need to get an attitude.
I didn't do that.
Remember that one episode of TGG where Starfire was like mimicking voices of the others, and whether it was a cyborg and they were actually watching Family Matters?
Yes, I do remember that. But other people that made guest appearance are one of them was Kenan Thompson.
Yes.
My bro over here got the dreads on. I dig that.
And let's see. Like another different one that I got to know more about is John Cho, like the director of the movie Big Fat Liar, and yeah, like his role was awesome. And I do like what?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Harold Kumar.
Yes.
Yeah, like I gotta say, him in those movies, it was funny as hell.
It's one of the funniest that I just ever got to witness, and I just couldn't be much more happy.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see in the movie. Like when I first saw it, I was like, no way, bro. Aren't you supposed to be at White Castle?
Wow.
Well, why is that relevant?
Because Harold Kumar goes to White Castle, the movie.
If you ever saw the movies, which of course, yeah, there's no surprise there. I mean, yeah.
Well, I only know about White Castle because of Practical Jokers.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Let's see here. No, about it, Media Fresh.
Yeah. I did saw this movie of him trying to look for his missing daughter called Searching. That was woo. I mean, but it was still good at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, identity theft. All right.
Wait, did you say identity thief? Oh, that's why you look familiar.
Oh, he's in the live-action Cowboy Bebop show. He plays Spike Spiegel.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Bro, he took the mantle of Steve Bloom's role. That's pretty awesome.
Let's see.
And it's funny because years ago they were trying to do a live-action movie with Keanu Reeves as Spike Spiegel.
Yeah, I did hear that before, but it was lucky. It was good for him that he just personified the role. I'm like, wow, Keanu would have been cool, but I guess he handled it better.
But yeah, for his performance, especially him getting feedback, it was funny as hell. This him mimicking him. I gotta say, I give him affinity.
Me too.
I only know him a little bit. I'll give him an 8.
And yes, while this may be controversial, I'm just only saying it as an interesting thing, but it was kind of a little bit surprising to know that Dan Schneider wrote this movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Hey, at least he didn't show any.
Actually, well, one of them was mentioned because in that scene when Jason and Kaylee were going to the movies, Kaylee mentioned about her grandma's toe fungus, so that kind of counts.
Kind of counts, but did they actually show it though?
No, they didn't show it. It's just mentioned. He's just trying to be sneaky about it.
Why would you show toe fungus? Are you trying to like gross out somebody if you're gonna try to show that?
Yes.
But with Kaylee's grandmother, I just like how what was that boy's name?
Oh, what? Yeah, the actress who played her.
No, the bully. You know who is disguised as Kaylee?
Yeah, his name was Brent. Brett.
Yeah, Brent. Remember when he was going all tense, especially making her like workouts?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Granny got to work out real good. Let's see, other cast members you're familiar with.
No, not really. But while looking at the cast, do you know somebody named Michael Brian French? He plays the father.
Well, if I look back here, yes, he was in Orange is the New Black, Prison Break, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, and that's pretty much it from his side.
Huh.
But he did have a small role in the 2013 film The Wolf on Wall Street.
There's also Alexandra Breckenridge, interesting last name. Don't really know her movies either.
Wait.
Oh, apparently she was in Family Guy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Hey, just say something quick before someone takes over.
We don't have to talk about the rest.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like, what was it? So you know Stanley Touche, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
His sister was in this movie.
He has a
Yes.
sister?
Yeah, she played the mother for Jason.
Oh. Huh.
That's surprising. I was like, wait, last name. Does that mean you're like related to Stanley? I was like, yeah. Quite Well, that's about it from my side.
Same here.
Yeah, me too. Also, something for you, but still like.
Thoughts?
Okay. So yes, this movie was incredible. Watching it fully, last night, and then of course in the morning, it was truly something. Especially watching it during the summertime or like spring, it especially brings out more excitement.
Yes.
I agree with everything you say, and I just gotta say, one of the best movies of 2002 again.
Yeah, and who knew? Lives could get you to like great adventures like this one.
Well, the Bible says the truth will set you free.
Amen.
Anyway, for this movie, a 10 out of 10. Part of my childhood.
Infinity. Jinx.